Yo, what's up Freeze Army and welcome to the Bahadur Dexterity Escalation. This is all 5 levels in one. My name is Mr. Freeze 2244. For level 1, what we're going to need it for it to bring is, you don't need to bring much anything at all, you just bring the default items. We're going to start undercover it in Zaydan's compound, and that's all we're going to start with. So what we have to do is take out the headmaster, and we need to do that in any disguise, but we're actually going to do that while we kill him with a battle axe. That is the requirement. So from the get-go, we're just going to sneak through the school right here, just run straight through. And we're going to need to slide up climb up the pipe on the opposite side of the compound of the school, and quickly go and grab the fire axe that's just sticking out of an air conditioning unit. And we're just going to quickly climb around the ledge and go and throw it at the headmaster's head. Nice and easy, nice and simple for level 1. There's nothing too complicated until it gets a little bit further into the levels. So as I said, just climb up this the pipe up here, and the battle axe is just going to be around to your right. So if you circle around this ledge right here, you should be able to see the axe no problem. So once we've gone and grabbed the axe, now we're going to go head over to where the headmaster is. So if we just circle all the way around this building, we should see the headmaster around working on his book. And we're just going to throw this axe at his head and get the hell out of there. So what we're going to do now is just exit the mission. We have taken care of that. We don't really need to hide his body. The son doesn't come up the stairs unless he hears a noise, and he's too busy having a conversation with that woman. And yeah, so all we've got to do is exit the mission now, and we'll get the silent assassin rating for level 1. So for level 2, we're going to bring the same equipment as before. We don't need to bring anything else. And I'm going to fast forward through this little part because it's exactly the same as the previous level. You've got to go to the same thing as you did previously. And all we've got to do now is we have an additional target, and you have to kill him while disguised as a headmaster. So we're actually going to take him out by shooting this barrel right here. We're going to shoot that. That's going to cause a fuel leak in that barrel, and that kill will pretty much take care of itself. All we've got to do is take out the headmaster the same way with a battle axe, and then we're going to put on his disguise. We're going to wait for the guy to die, because what he's going to do, once he's finished his conversation with the other soldier, he's going to take a cigarette break, and he's going to be right next to the fuel barrel. He's going to put his cigarette out in the fuel, and he's going to set himself ablaze. And as long as we have the headmaster's disguise on at that period of time of when he dies, we will have the objective complete, and we can exit the mission. What we're actually going to do as well, please put this disguise back on to make it an easy escape, because if we go past the son downstairs with the headmaster's disguise on, his son is an enforcer, so you need to watch out for that. That's why we're going to put this disguise back on, so we don't need to worry about that too much. So we're just going to throw the axe at his head there, put on his disguise, and wait for the second target to die. So once he dies there for an accident kill, we're just going to put the soldier's disguise back on and head straight to the exit, and that will get you the silent assassin for level 2. So for level 3, we got I'm going to bring along the remote breaching charge, and the added complication now is you got to grab the contents of a safe, and the safe location is going to be in Zaydan's private room, so we have to go there and grab that first. So that's the reason why we're bringing the breach charge as another way to get inside the safe. We're actually going to use the other breach charge as a distraction, because he is surrounded by 3 enforcers, and one of them being the General Zaydan himself, and one of them is a commanding officer. We're just going to get rid of the commanding officer now. So select your breach charge and throw it in this area. The commanding officer is going to hear the noise that it made, and he's going to come over and to see it on the floor. He's going to take it out of the area, which should give us free passage into the room, barring the soldier that's just standing there. We're just going to have to wait for him to turn around, and then we can get inside the room undetected. So if you didn't know before, you can use the breach charge on the safes themselves. You don't have to use a lockpick or a crowbar. You can if you want to, but this is a lot faster doing it. So we're just going to wait for that soldier now to turn around, because he's an enforcer after all. There we go. So select your remaining breach charge and just place it on the safe. It's L1 and R1 for PS4, LB on and RB for Xbox. I'm not completely sure the controls for PC. I'm not familiar with them, so I don't really know the controls for that, unfortunately. But so once you've grabbed the contents of the safe, we're just going to dive over this wall here and drop down. And what we've got to do now is do the same thing as we did in the previous 2 levels. Nice and simple. We're just going to shoot the barrel of fuel and take out the headmaster with the battle axe. We're going to put the headmaster's disguise on, and we're going to wait for that other guy to kill himself with the fire. Put the other disguise back on, and we're good to go and leave the level. So I'll fast forward through that little part. So once you put the disguise back on, you can exit the level and you'll get your Silent Assassin rating for level 3. So for level 4, you want to bring along the ICA explosive phone and the remote breaching charges. We're going to start in the same location. So when you start off, make sure you grab the wrench on the way out. Just here, we're going to be using that. So they've moved the safe location and they've removed the battle axe location, so it does make things a little bit more complicated. So we're going to have to take out the commanding officer that's in this area to get into this room. So select your ICA remote explosive phone and drop it, activate it, and then pick it back up. And that's going to distract the commanding officer. We're going to get behind these boxes here and select our wrench. We're going to aim the wrench at his head, and just as he goes through, you can actually throw the wrench and he hides the body automatically like that. So once we put the disguise back on, we can safely come through this room and grab the battle axe from the sofa. So once you grab that battle axe, we're just going to go into this room now. And the safe location is going to be just in here. So we're just going to drop the battle axe right here, because there is an enforcer in this room. So you need to watch out for him. So you need to do this quite quickly. Place the breach charge on the safe, grab the contents, and then retrieve your battle axe. Once you've retrieved your battle axe, we can head off and do the rest of the mission just the same as we did in the previous 2 levels. Again, it's exactly the same. Nothing's different from this stage. And I'll fast forward through that part for the benefit of the video. So once you've exited the mission, you will get your Silent Assassin rating for level 4, and that's when you can go ahead and move on to level 5. Level 5, we're going to bring along exactly the same equipment as we did in the previous level. Nothing has changed. So the only different complication you have for this level is you're only allowed to just change your disguise once and once only. So that is the additional complication. It does make things a little bit more harder, but we find it okay in the end. So as long as you follow what I'm doing, you should have no problem. So again, from the start, we're going to grab the ICA explosive phone out of your inventory, drop it here, activate it, and pick it straight back up. Then we're just going to hide behind these crates here. Instead of knocking him out and taking his disguise, we're actually just going to bypass him right now. Wait for Zaydan to go past, and then crouch run into the room. Grab the battle axe from the sofa and run around clockwise around this area. There's an enforcer at the end of this corridor, so you just need to watch out for him. Just wait for him to turn around, and then you can carry on into the classroom. That's where the safe contents is. so you don't need to swap any disguises at the moment. You need to watch out for the enforcer that's in this room. He is the commanding officer. We're going to breach the safe, grab the contents of the safe, pick up your battle axe, and we're going to carry on with the rest of the mission. Make sure you grab that army truck key from the table as well. That is very important. So once you've done that, now we're just going to head straight down the stairs and proceed with the rest of the mission. Again, we have to take out the same targets the same way as we did before, but we have to escape with the headmaster's disguise on as well. So we're going to take the headmaster, this soldier guy out in a different way as we did before. I did shoot the barrel there, but you don't need to do that. So that was just a force of habit at the time of recording. So you don't need to shoot that barrel. We are actually going to come back for him and shoot him in the head. And you'll see what I did there at the end there. Because if we let him get set on the fire and we take the truck exit, we will get spotted 100% of the time. That is the reason why I'm not letting that happen. So it's always best to just shoot him in the head and he will be completely fine. So it's going to kill this target here with a battle axe. Quickly put on his headmaster's disguise. It's your one and only change that you're allowed. And now we're going to quickly go back on the ledge and pull out your pistol. And while you're on this ledge here, we're just going to shoot the target in the head. Might be a little bit of a tricky shot, but that's what you want to aim for, just in his little head there. There we go. If you shoot next to him, you'll get him to turn around, and you should have no problem shooting him in the head. And his body won't be found, and that's completely silent, so you won't have anyone turning around and detecting his body or hearing him die or anything like that, like he did if he was to be set on fire. So once you take this army truck exit here, you'll get the silent assassin rating for level 5, and that's going to do it for this entire video. So thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe here if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.